So, welcome, my love. Welcome to day 3 of our 10 days of wintering. Today, we lean into something that gets spoken about far too lightly in spiritual spaces and far too harshly in everyday life. And that is letting go. Not the airy fairy, just release it and move on kind of letting go. Not the spiritual bypassing that tells you to skip over the truth, to skip over your truth, your pain, your story. I'm talking about the kind of letting go that honours what has happened while refusing to let it drag you into another year. Letting go is not easy. In fact, for many women, it's not even safe at first because letting go often meant vulnerability. It meant being unprotected. It meant that if you loosened your grip for even 1 second, the whole world might collapse. So when I speak about letting go in winter, I'm not talking about abandoning yourself. I'm talking about creating a container strong enough that you can release what's holding you back without the fear of falling apart. Letting go, true letting go, requires a net under you. If you were hanging onto a cliff edge by your fingertips and I said, let go, would you? No, that would be crazy. It's not safe. But when you create the net, the daily rituals, the practices that hold you, a circle, a community, a rhythm, that's when it becomes safer. Not the kind of release where you're catapulted back into the same patterns because there was never any ground beneath your feet. Not the bungee cord that snaps you right back into the same lesson. Have you ever done that? Oh, I've released everything in the full moon, but I'm in the same place. Nature is already doing it all around us. The trees aren't clinging on to stuff. They're not negotiating with each leaf before they let it go. They're surrendering because there is wisdom in the shedding. And winter is the season of letting go by design. It follows the descent, it follows the quietening, it follows the long exhale of autumn. Everything around you is whispering, it's all right, it's safe now, you don't have to carry this anymore. And so in this moment, before we step into solstice, letting go looks like this. Letting go of the pressure to be everything to everyone. Letting go of the shoulds and the musts. Letting go of the belief that you must hold it all alone. Be the lone wolf because no one's there for me. Uber independence. Letting go of rushing and striving and pushing. And letting go of expectations that were never really yours in the first place. Letting go is not an end. It's a clearing that allows something to take root gently, quietly in its own time. So how do you let go safely? Well, you create anchors. A morning ritual, a moment of breath before you go to sleep, a candle that you light with intention, a walk without your phone, go figure. Journaling what you no longer want to carry. And if journaling gives you the ick, of course, gives me the ick too. And I created a journal, But journaling is the place where when you have something that's moving you and you can't quite get to the nub of what that is, like just being able to write, even if you start with a blank page and a pen and you just write until you get there, your subconscious gets a chance to relax. Your nervous system, it gets a space to feel safe because you're just holding yourself. And then the words can just flow. Because also when you journal, no one's there to give you all the advice and to butt in and to kind of speak over you. Maybe you can create a circle for yourself where you're witnessed and not judged. The sacred pause journey itself holds you in all of this, in every step of the way. And letting go then becomes easier when your nervous system feels supported, when your body knows, I won't fall if I put this down. Right now, yes, this season is busy. Right now, everything feels like it's speeding up. But the solstice is coming in just 10 days, and that moment of the year is asking you for one thing. Stop rushing. Come home. Prepare to soften. How would it feel to have everything ready? The food bought, gifts wrapped, house prepared, so that by solstice you could actually rest. Imagine entering the holidays not from panic but from peace. That is what letting go opens. It opens space, it opens breath, it opens the doorway for the visioning that we'll step into next. And yes, I know it's easy for me to say. I am a home ed mum. My daughter is coming up for 15 on Christmas Eve. My son is 20, he's out with his own life. My husband works and I'm in my office most of the time and I don't go out to work. And so it's different. I don't have to run around doing all the things that I used to do for the kids. And, I was still putting up the Christmas tree at 10 o'clock last night. But even that wasn't done in a rush. It was done in I feel like doing that now. Let me do that. I'm going to spend some time in that. So I understand that your life might not be in that place. And what I'm inviting you to do is look at what can you let go of that allows you just a bit more space. Because we're creating the world of our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. Do we want all of our kids to grow up knowing and feeling like this is the rush that they have to do? They have to be in consumerism. They have to go out and buy loads of presents. They have to fill up the under. My mum, honestly, I love my mum dearly, but our living room on Christmas Day looked like the toy factory. It was crazy. Did I ever really play with half those toys? No. Were they just there to kind of create actually a lessening of the guilt? Because there wasn't ever enough time. So we'll just replace it with the toys and the things. What I craved was a connection with my mum and my connection with my dad, who was out working all the time. Still working now at 75, bless his heart. So what is it that you want to do? How do you want to shift? What legacy do you want to leave? That's the letting go. So today I really invite you to look at your life gently. What are you gripping onto that's really weighing you down? What would fall away if you trusted yourself more deeply? And what would winter invite you to lay down just for now? Letting go is not about forgetting, it's about choosing what comes with you. And if you feel the call to be held through this season, through the releasing, through the returning, through the visioning, then the sacred pause is there for you. This container has held thousands of women through some of the biggest transitions of their life. And I've just slashed the price. So if you were an early bird, you got it for £44. The price is usually £88. And I just made the decision last night to scrap that for good. Like this year, it's the final time that it'll ever be available to you in this way, because it will move into the sanctuary. It will move into our container that's there for life, and that's where all of our courses and all of our things will then be housed. So this is the final time that you'll be able to take this journey by itself without being a part of the sanctuary. And it's just £44, and then you get it for life. So you don't have to join the sanctuary. You might just do this over and over and over. And also these strategies, these things you're going to learn inside the container, like they're not just for this moment, this season. This is about like when you go through big transitions in your life and you need to have a chance to really reflect and to vision what might be the outcome. So if you're ready to release what no longer serves you, really step into the new year from a place of grounded truth, come and join us. I'll see you tomorrow for day 4. I'm not sure what we're leaning to in day 4. The remembering, I think. Lots of love, always. Take care. Laura out.